What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the Excessive Podcast. I'm Aiden. Joining us today is Biz.
What's good?
John, who's
Hello.
virtual. And Spencer, who is back.
How are we doing?
Spencer's back.
Spencer's back. So today we're gonna be having a little bit of a holiday special. So we're gonna be going a little out of orbit today, talking about whatever we want.
Hey.
Yeah. So what do we want to start off with?
I don't. Well. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
being released-
Happy holidays.
Yeah,
Happy Hanukkah. Happy
20,
Christmas.
20,
as they say in
20.
Harry Potter. Not Merry Christmas.
Do they say Happy Christmas?
They always say Happy Christmas. Except for the
That's-
last movie, they say Merry Christmas.
That's fun. That's fun.
kind of annoys
is-
me.
this
Like the
is-
first one, they're like, Happy Christmas, Harry. He's like, Happy Christmas, Ron.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
I say since the podcast is releasing after New Year's, we should just act like we had a really good holiday.
I thought it was
So-
going to release on New Year's Eve, or is it New Year's Day?
Well, it's after Christmas since we
Because
celebrate Christmas.
now I don't know how to be. am I?
Well-
Whoa! It's about to be 2023, or
No,
are we
no.
like 2023, everybody?
Christmas was awesome, guys. Did you
Christmas
guys
was so
all
good.
have a great Christmas?
Yeah. What did you
Holiday
guys get? What did you guys
season?
get for Christmas? What did you guys get for Christmas? What do you guys want for Christmas that you didn't get?
Everything.
A diamond plaque.
Oh, like the one Uzi got.
Exactly.
Oh,
What a
okay.
transition.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the one Uzi got
Uzi
for,
got
for
a-
selling what? He
He,
sold.
he just got his first diamond record for XO Tour Life.
Oh wow.
That's 10 million physical copies sold, not streams.
Yeah, streams.
10
is
million
easy.
people bought the song.
Streams for them is easy.
That's
Copies
getting
sold.
people to buy the song, spend that.
What do they even?
99
What do they
cent,
even
dollar
buy it on?
99?
Like Apple Music or like
Like
hard
iTunes or like
copies? Okay.
or
'Cause
like
you can't
Google. I think you could buy music off Google Play, Amazon.
And he sold. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Any
that
of
part is
those-
more bizarre to me because like streams is like you can get 10 million streams like Uzi like all the bigger artists they get all of those streams maybe not for
Yeah.
one song or whatever for an album
He gets
But,
more
like,
than 10 million on a monthly basis.
but to sell copies that's crazy.
that's
Yeah.
Like think about
that's
it
a lot. 10 million people.
especially if you can just stream it, people are buying the song.
Yeah, think about like older artists who like did like records and like
Yeah.
CDs, and they sold like Michael Jackson. Like he sells so many CDs even now. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Where people are still physically buying
Yeah.
copies.
Sometimes if I really fuck with a song, I'll buy it. I feel
Yeah,
like I gotta
John,
show support.
John
to-
does
to
that
my artists.
with records, right? You have a bunch of
Yeah,
records.
good advice. I have a Mr. Morale CD as well.
Oh,
So I guess you could say I bought into to help Kendrick out here.
Nice.
I hope the sales go to him.
I can't
And
tell
speaking of Kendrick, he actually finished his full tour at 75 shows.
Wow.
75,
75
Holy.
short.
And
Yeah,
John,
that is-
we were at one of them.
and we were a part
We
of
were
it.
at one of them.
Yeah. Yo, check out the vlog for that.
Yeah.
Up there in the corner.
Yeah,
It's a vlog.
They
Yeah.
might have seen Kendrick. As-
Kendrick might have seen them.
Yeah,
It's
like,
Bet you
possible.
didn't think about that one.
I-
He was like, "Oh, there's excessive right over there."
we're not another number.
he
to
knew
him.
that. He saw like the Instagram story
Yeah.
for sure, and he was like, "Oh my god, it's
Excessive is
excessive."
here. The show can start.
Big media coverage.
Yeah. But
Speaking of big projects, we sort of touched on the Drake album like last time, or not last time, but for the Thanksgiving. But we didn't give any love to Metro Boomin's album. I feel like that one sort of trumped Drake's album. a
that
little bit.
album of the year. Actually, I have a couple albums of the year.
You
but
you
that's
really think?
one of
Oh, you
them.
think it's album of the year?
I think it's one of them. I have a couple. I think Melodic Blues also album of the year material. But Heroes and Villains, that shit like a movie. I didn't watch the movie yet though. He made a movie with it. That's on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know. About
I didn't
that
know
part.
that.
There's it's like a 12-minute like thing apparently that kind
12
of
minutes.
Yeah, like kind of builds onto like the whole like story of like the album.
Gonna have to find some time to watch that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
That's
to
gonna
find
take a
12
while.
minutes to.
Gonna have to find
watch
12
that.
minutes to watch that.
It's a
But
long
you got
movie.
Metro-
Morgan Freeman back.
Probably- Metro's album was probably like I would say like top 5 of this year, and very high.
Oh,
top.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So good. I think it beats out the 21 and Drake album completely.
Oh, without
It
a
was-
doubt.
Beautiful.
Comparing the two, Drake's album's kind of mid.
Well,
Like, okay, no,
let's
no.
look at it from like this perspective. The Drake one that just came out was kind of like put together like in the last like month or two.
Was
I
it?
think.
I don't
Or, like,
I
in the
don't know
last
the
couple
history
months.
about it.
At least that's what I gathered.
Mm.
And like the Metro one, he's been working on since his last album.
Yeah, he has
he's
so
been-
many
he's been
features
waiting
on
on
that.
this
So
for,
like, so
yeah.
like,
Like just like 2 years in the making type.
I think for the both of them, it was really good that Drake released his first, and it had the hype, and it was good. It was good when it came out, but then after the other one came out, it was sort of just like I didn't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped listening to the Drake 21 Savage album. I'm just only Heroes and Villains now because like
Damn.
I don't know. It's like I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like projects and albums that are like they actually have like almost like not like a story, but like they all kind of like move into each other. If that makes sense.
No,
Like,
and, like,
I enjoy
EA.
albums like that way more, honestly.
It just
I
So.
just like I like how like Metro like he kind of like launched like the whole like producer led album wave. I would say for like this generation, it feels like because like you don't see like a lot of other producers like creating like whole bodies of work, like going through the whole visual troubles, like getting like visuals out, like music videos. He even made a movie with it. He's got fucking Morgan Freeman on there again. You know, like,
It's pretty
like that's
crazy.
some like baller shit, man. Like you got fucking Morgan Freeman on your album, like saying whatever you wrote.
Name a better feature.
You
Literally
can't.
name a
You
better
can't.
feature.
The hottest hip hop feature, Morgan Freeman, without a doubt. But I mean, for him, I think it was like a bigger thing to put this album out because he just lost his mom this year. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys like heard about that. It was like really fucked up what happened to her, but he like put like this like post out I think like this last week, like showing like all her messages like before that, like 'cause she heard obviously she heard the album before it dropped and she was like hyping him up even then. She was like, "This is gonna be the best thing you've ever put out." And, like
God.
you could tell he's like really like going all out like on the launch of the project. You know, I think that's really dope.
I think kind of related note. If you guys heard Kenny Beats' album,
He dropped one.
yeah, it was a little while ago.
Which one?
The Louis. The only reason I bring it up is because I found out that I don't know if he released it because it happened or it was just like a coincidence. But his dad passed, and like the whole album goes through like him and his dad and whatnot. And like his dad used to be a was it like a radio
Talk show host?
yeah, talk show host.
I did not
Like
listen to
he had him on. It's actually one of my
Came out
favorite
end of
projects at
August.
the moment because it's not like a rap album. It's just like kind of like it's a lot of, I mean,
It's like
it's
alternative.
a lot of beats. It's just like it's
A
tunes.
conglomerate.
It's tunes. There's some songs with like lyrics and whatnot, but like I think like maybe like a good half of the projects just have no words in them at all, or it's just like the little audio bites of like him and his dad or whatever, and like it's
I
just
gotta,
that.
I gotta give that a listen.
It's really
I
really
missed that.
calming. It's really calming. It's
Yeah, it's
definitely one of my favorites. Sorry,
yeah, I
Gavin.
don't know if you heard. Spencer like lo-fi, so you know.
Oh, it's like a lo-fi type.
Fun fact, I introduced John to lo-fi hip hop beats like two or
Tranquil studying
like
type
4
beat.
years ago. I was like
I know this is stupid, but Rocket League put the fucking studying girl, the lo-fi girl,
huh?
and
I
my
know, there's like a stream
know,
that's
like
like
a
lo-fi
streamer.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
So why-
yeah. No, what does it have to do with Rocket League?
because they put her in it for some reason.
Oh, that's cool.
My card, oh lo-fi girl.
Um,
You know who else dropped the album that I really fucked with? Sofago.
Mm.
Pink
I didn't
Hearts.
even
when did that happen?
Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I
Let
have
me
not
see, let me
been
see. I
listening
could
to
check
like
that.
much.
It
in the last
dropped
2 weeks.
on November 11th.
Oh.
I like a couple Sofago songs, but I've never really gotten into Sofago, so I didn't even like get a chance to really check it out.
I fuck with it. I think it's a pretty good album. I mean, there's some slower songs which I really didn't fuck with. I think when it comes to like music from him, at least on my end, I really like the more like high energy shit. So like Hell Yeah, like you were listening to the clip before we started recording.
Oh, that one. Okay,
That
yeah.
one. Like that song's really good. He
Mhm.
just did like a genius like live performance of it. That was a pretty good video. But I think he did like a whole like campaign with like Apple Music too for this album. So I'm pretty sure it was
Okay.
like being promoted like Apple Music. I think like one of the music videos launched on Apple Music and everything like that. So I think it's pretty cool for him at least like that he's getting like that recognition from like such a huge entity like Apple Music.
Mhm.
No one listens
Yeah.
to it.
I like a
I
couple
didn't listen to it
Sofago
enough.
songs. I just never. I don't know what it is. It's like a lot of people hype up Sofago, and I think he deserves the hype for what he does and what I've like at least heard. But like, still, it's just I don't know. I don't think it's really my type of music style.
Really, I don't know. He gives me like 2017, 2018 vibes. Like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. But I guess it more so has to do with like the energy of the songs. Like, it was a
simpler time.
Yeah, everything was like a lot more energetic, and like I don't know. I saw a tweet a couple weeks ago. It was like trending on Twitter. It's like hip hop got kind of boring recently. Like, I'm not saying I agree with that entirely, but like I feel like at times we go through waves of like boringness with songs.
Definitely.
And like
I will agree. Yeah.
Like
no,
this might be a big claim to make, but I feel like TikTok kind of has like partly to do with that a little bit, because like most of the time now we see like artists just coming forward, they'll make a song that has like a really, really catchy hook, and like if you're on TikTok, like that's all that matters, as long as you have like a catchy hook and like people are able to remember that like quick like 7-bar hook.
Case in point, Poland.
But that song I actually found that wasn't supposed to release.
No, no. I didn't want to be like.
I wasn't even serious about that song.
That was like
he was just messing with like a voice changer, and then he was like, "Oh, people really like it. I'll put it out." And apparently he has like another project
I respect that
on.
he did that.
He sent it to somebody, and then they leaked it.
Yeah,
like he was just like,
I
think
it was leaked, and then he put it out.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna release this song, so I'm just gonna send it."
He's like, "I'll just send it to a fan,"
and
then they leaked it.
But a lot of people
up on TikTok
don't know like the lore, just like the backstory, so they're like, oh, this is what rap is now.
This
put
is
out
a
what
minute and a half song. That's all we're doing now. Like,
and then I feel like
I think Adi's Yachty is like the only like exception in this case, because I remember like when the video came out on like Lyrical Lemonade, I thought like when the song came out it was gonna be like a full like length song. And then, like, it hit a minute and a half in, like, the videos, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, where's the rest of the fucking song? And I went and watched an interview of him, and he was like, no, like, he's like, that's an unfinished song, and that's a song that was not even supposed to see, like, the light of day. He's like, I just sent that to a fan, it blew up, and he's like, I just capitalized off of that, but, like, I wasn't trying to, like, do anything with this song. So, I still respect him for putting it out, though.
To the point of, like, TikTok artists, you know, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but it's Manny White, I think it is. Manny White. He's the one who did the song, the bitch, I'm stylish, you know, like the Billie Eilish.
Armani White.
Armani White. We were at Rolling Loud. We were like this year. We were waiting for Danny Towers to get on, and he was before us, and he was performing the Billie Eilish song, and no one knew the rest. And I was like,
that's a good example of one of those songs.
I feel bad for those guys though, because that's not.
Yeah, because it's like big hype for the chorus, and then it's like silence. It's crickets for the rest of the song, and you're just yelling.
I think a lot of artists are starting to come to like realize that it's not really the best to blow up on TikTok, because like long term
for exposure, but for like a fan base, it's not
like I feel like the only person that there's like a couple people that did it successfully. Like Sofago blew up off TikTok with Knock Knock, that clip. Like, that was, like, going on TikTok for, like, 6 months before he finally released the song. But, you know, he made sure that when he did it, like, he had, like, the proper, like, launch to, like, build on top of that. Like, a lot of these guys are, like, okay, I have this one song that's working, let me just make sure I really promote this. And then you see, like, those guys on, do you want to stop?
I mean, we can. I was just going to wait until you were done with that.
I was going to say, like, you see, like, they'll go and they'll just like, who's that one guy on TikTok? I know you guys have seen him, where he's like, oh, do you know this song? And then he plays like his song. That's been like already out for like the last like 2 years. He's like, yeah, I made that song. What do you think? And then they're just like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. He's like, so will you follow me and like listen to my music?
I haven't seen this guy. I haven't seen this guy.
I think his name's like Tyga. Not Tyga. Like not Tyga. Tygo. No, he's got like
his name's Tyga.
No, not Tyga. Not Tyga. Tyga like that. His name's Tygo.
Tyga.
Or
you guys hear Pitbull just going around with TikTok?
No, you know that song that was like,
that's
where
me.
the fuck is Margot? Like, do you remember that TikTok?
Oh, okay.
That guy. Like, if you go on his Instagram now, it's just him going around being like, play the song. He's like, so do you like it? Do you like it? You should totally add it and follow me. They're like, do it right now. They're like, oh yeah, totally, man. I'll add you. Like, I had the song saved like 2 years ago on my playlist, but I'll re-add it.
So since I just mentioned Rolling Loud like not even like a minute ago, my experience at Rolling Loud this year wasn't amazing. It was like a lot of the artists came out late and all that, and like they also told 21 Savage not to perform, which I was fucking pissed off about.
They did? Wait, what?
That's wild.
Why?
It was because he came like apparently like 10 minutes late.
Oh, I did hear about that. I don't get that.
But to my point, and my girlfriend Erica brought it up. She was like, I think it's because like they're trying to like do Rolling Loud in so many different places that they're getting so disorganized, which I agree with.
Yeah.
This year, I'm getting fucking pissed because, ready for this? They have California. They're expecting to do in New York City and Miami, so that's the three normal ones. They're doing Thailand, Netherlands,
Oh yeah, I saw
Europe,
those.
and Portugal. That's 6.
They're
Damn.
doing a world tour.
And it's like, it was originally 3, and I feel like it's just, like, I don't even know if I'm going to go this year at this point, because, like, at this point, like, I feel like they're just so disorganized that they're, like, I don't know, I feel like they're more for the money than they are, or, like, trying to, like, expand to where it wouldn't really make sense to do, like, close to 6 festivals, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I don't know, like, because you know me, I'm big on Rolling Loud, but, like, it kind of destroys a lot of like the like someone like 21 Savage like one of the biggest names they had for that day, and they didn't like let him come on because of like their organization.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's not just like, not to defend them, but I call it like venue mathematics. I don't know any other way to explain it, where it's like, if one person is X amount of minutes late, it throws off the whole rest of the sets.
Yeah,
it's like
a.
And if you're renting like a huge like area, right? So like you most places, like most festivals will do it up until before midnight, right? So if we're like, let's say we're doing Excessive Fest, right? And like we're doing it from like 10 in the morning to like 10 at night, right? It'll be like a flat rate. I'm just gonna throw numbers out of my ass, like $100,000, right?
Okay.
The second it goes over to midnight, the rates can like double or triple. Per hour. Then they start charging you on an hourly rate. So they were doing like what is it? The Mets stadium,
Citi
what's
Field.
it called? Citi Field Stadium. So sometimes the venue place would be like, yo bro, if you go like a minute after midnight, that's gonna be like an extra like $500,000 charge on you guys, because we have to have extra security now, waiting to get these people off. We're gonna have to do cleanup. And then so sometimes like, because when I was in DC, like at this like concert. Sorry, I'll let you go after this. I'm trying to explain my point.
Because there's more to it than that, because I understand what you're saying, but there was an hour. No one was on the stage an hour after 21 Savage, so he could have came out for an hour. And then Nicki Minaj came out an hour late too, and they still let her.
Weird.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, why would you take away 21?
Yeah, that's weird.
Or
that is weird.
a lot of other artists. It wasn't just like 21. They did it to like a lot of other people. So it's like Busta Rhymes and Big Sean. I don't even know if they were supposed to perform at all, because they didn't they just took them off the lineup like last day. They didn't say anything.
Damn.
It's another thing. But like I understand what you're saying, because what's it called? Like I remember Travis Scott would come out late, and he would say he's just gonna pay the fine, and he just would.
What was it when I was in like DC a couple months ago? I like that. I forget what it was called. It was like a day in the park fest or something like that. It was just like a single concert, but they had like all these like R&B artists. And I remember like the last one that was supposed to go was supposed to be Tory Lanez, and what's his name? August Elisa or whatever his name is. The guy that said like he hooked up with Jada Smith. That guy.
Right.
He was performing, and then his like set went on, and then he kept just going. He was like, fuck everyone else, like fuck the rest of these artists, like I'ma just keep going. So he went like an extra like 15 minutes on his set, and then after that all the other artists got chopped down to like 5 minutes. And like I'm not gonna lie, like the only reason I went was to go see Tory Lanez. I didn't like really like care that much about the other people. I was getting so mad, bro. I was like looking at the clock, I'm like, this shit ends at 11 o'clock. And then, like, all the other artists, like, their time just kept shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And the fucking Tory Lanez came on. Bro did 3 songs. He did 3 songs.
That's rough.
And one of them wasn't even his. It was just, like, a crowd hype song that the DJ played. And I was like, what is going on? I just drove all the way down here to see Tory Lanez. But, yeah, the second, like, it hit the time, they kicked everybody out of the thing. They're like, we're not paying those fees.
How much were the tickets?
They're only like $20.
Oh, okay. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
At least
It was that, but
wasn't,
also
like,
like the
three-
venue,
Tory Lanez
the
for
venue
20
wasn't
bucks?
packed
Yeah.
out. Like the venue wasn't sold out. It was like very empty. Like in the grand scheme of things, like half of the sections were like closed off up top.
Damn.
So, in their eyes, like if they went past the midnight, like they would lose so much money on the event for the
Yeah.
night because I forget
wasn't sold
what's the arena that's Capital One Arena in DC. I
have no
think
clue.
that rings a bell. So like. Yeah, I think that they just don't want to pay like those fucking fees. Like sometimes like it's very apparent when they're hitting that
Understandable.
end
Yeah.
of time. And artists are like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do another song for you." I'm like, "No, don't, don't go the fuck back behind stage, please."
Like, what's it called? Yeah, no, it was weird because at Rolling Loud they also cut off Rocky, like 45 minutes earlier. You know what's crazy? The longest quote unquote headliner, because the special guest counts, was Playboi Carti. So like Future, Nicki Minaj, and Rocky, they had like only like 20-minute sets, and I can understand what you're saying, where it's like, oh well, artists need to arrive on time, but it's also like in the past, Rolling Loud would like force them to almost like get there on time. It's like I don't know, like I heard a lot of complaints throughout all the other like venues and like places they do it that the same shit would happen. So like I don't know if Rolling Loud is just getting soft now with like their organization, but like holy shit, like I just know like this year if I even decide to go, I don't know how it's gonna fucking go. I feel like it's just gonna get worse.
2019 was
over.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it though? After the show that I was at, Tory Lanez beat the fuck up out of the guy that took his set time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was all over the news the next day.
My
He was like,
God.
yeah, he like backstage, like in the parking garage, he like jumped him.
Holy shit.
Because I think my belief is that it's because of one, like what he said was like fuck the rest of these artists, and then the amount of time he took knowing it was gonna affect everyone else's set time for the night. And I'm certain that I wasn't the only person that was like there for Tory Lanez. Like in my opinion, he was probably like the biggest name on the lineup for the night. Like a lot of the other guys were like early 2000s like R&B artists that like haven't been as big for a while. I'm not saying they're not big, but yeah, he was like basically like the headliner. Like they had him at like the thing like Tory Lanez and other artists, and then he only performed for like 7 minutes.
What since we're talking about Tory, have you guys been keeping up with the Tory Lanez like Meg the Stallion court case
That
at all?
shit is fucking
that dude,
crazy.
we talked about that a while ago, and I've never.
They finally
followed
went to
up.
court this week.
Yeah.
They finally
Oh,
went to
damn.
court about it this week, and the shit is so crazy. Like I think they're on day 5 of like the hearings now. Her best friend that was like in the car with him, she went in, gave statements to like the prosecutors, and then she came in this week, and then she was like, yeah, I lied about all of that. But before she said that, she kept being like, oh, can I get immunity? Like I need immunity. And they're like, yeah, sure, like we'll give you immunity, right? Thinking like she was gonna confess to something else that would get her like in trouble, like another thing. And she came forward, she's like, yeah, I lied about all that. And they're like, yo, you just committed perjury, man. Like,
Damn.
Jeez, where is this coming from? Where did this? You watched
this is coming from. I mean, I've been keeping up with like some like reporters on Twitter that have been going to like the trials, and they're like live tweeting it. And like No Jumper's been posting about it, and so is like academics. But yeah, like the best friend, like the story like isn't straight on like the other witnesses, and the driver of the car said that I'm pretty sure he said like Tory Lanez didn't shoot the gun, but they still haven't specified who shot it. And then the best friend also had like gunshot residue on her, so it was her and Tory in the car that have the gunshot residue. So like they're trying to defer, saying, oh, it was the best friend because she got mad at her, because of like who she's like been like going around and sleeping with and stuff like that. Because they're trying to turn it into that, it looks like on the defense end. But then like there was like one guy, which is like Meg the Stallion's bodyguard, who was like the key witness, and bro just like went missing like this week. Like
that's fun.
And like he was like
Goddamn.
posting on his Instagram, he's like, I'm gonna be by Meg Stallion until the day of the fucking trial, I ain't never folding, I like all this stuff. And then like he just went missing this week. Like
That's scary.
and,
as hell.
and they can't find him. And he was like a big dude too, like obviously a security guard, and he's just gone. So there goes that key information.
Goddamn.
So there's like a lot of like all over the place. But the doctor came forward and said that he did treat her for gunshot wounds in her feet, and like he pulled out bullet fragments. So like it is confirmed that like she was shot.
Jeez.
Who shot the gun? That's up in the air, at least from like the court's perspective.
I think if you're the security guard in that position, or just anyone in a position like that, where like you're in a court case, you got to be like, hey, I'm not going anywhere. If I go missing, something's up.
Yeah, I think that's basically what he like said. He was like, I'm not switching up. Like I know like my side of the story, and like that's gonna stay until like the court trial. Missing.
Yeah.
That's like, damn. That's. But I mean, while we're on the topic of court, Gunna's free. Gunna is free.
I did hear about this.
It's still free Young Thug though, of course.
Free Young Thug.
But yeah, he took a plea deal. So a lot of people are saying he snitched, and there's a lot of people saying he didn't snitch. Like his lawyer's like, nah, he didn't snitch, and Young Thug's sister is like, nah, he didn't snitch. Like don't worry about it. But basically, his plea deal, like he admitted that YSL was a gang, which was like up until this point, and I might be wrong, but I remember seeing like they had brought witnesses in to be like, YSL's not a gang. We are a music label that is here to like empower the youth. And like they had like all these people come in, like kids that were like 12, 15, like vouch for them and stuff like that. And then the first thing on his plea is like, so you're acknowledging that YSL is a gang? And he was like, yes. And then they're like, okay. And then the reason he got arrested was because him and Thug got pulled over in a car, and there was like a gun and some drugs in the back seat, and they both claimed that it wasn't theirs, and that the car, like they just got the car from someone else. But then he confessed that the drugs weren't his, and the only other person in the car was Thug. So if, like through like, you know, well, if it wasn't yours, then they could say it's his now, which is kind of a big problem. But like the bigger problem is like I think that he just like confessed that YSL was a gang. And then like in his statement he was like, I understand there's YSL the music label and there's YSL the gang. I didn't partake in YSL the gang, just the music label. And people are like, he snitched. Like 6ix9ine was talking about it. Of course, 6ix9ine comes out of the things and he's like, I know he snitched.
Remember how many times we talked about 6ix9ine in like the first season?
Oh my god.
He comes back when you least expect it. He's like, oh, okay, now we're talking about snitching. He's like, I'm the professional on that. Hear from a guy who's seen a thing or two and done a thing or two.
I haven't heard his name in like so long, and then I saw like the clip of him talking about the Gunna snitching, quote unquote, and it was like, I was like, oh yeah, 6ix9ine. I forgot about him. Like he's still something.
Yeah, but there was also like another thing that came out, that half the evidence that they used on Young Thug was like it's obtained illegally. So they didn't have like a warrant, and they seized like his cell phone,
discarded
and stuff like that. So they just discarded all of it.
Wow.
And then there was a clip with the judge after the trial, or like the hearing that day, and he's like, to be honest, I don't even know why the fuck we're holding him. He's like if the whole case was built around like this key piece of evidence, and we just dismissed that because we found out they got it illegally.
God,
he's like, I don't even know why we're keeping them in jail at this point.
What a wipe of sweat that is.
Yeah.
To be like, oh my god, they have everything on you.
Yeah, like they have your phone, bro. And
yeah,
and they're like, oh, but guess what? They didn't have a warrant for it.
Yeah. Like some guy just took it and then you're using it. It's like,
free Young Thug.
oh, for real? Oh, for real?
Shit. Yeah, the bro was smiling.
Yeah. I mean, I would be too. I don't know.
But yeah, it's still free Young Thug until he's free.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys heard about the whole Trippie Redd Grinch situation. He did it like a toy drive, right?
Yeah, he did. He did a whole. I don't know where he did it, but he did like a whole like toy drive for kids, and he was dressed as the Grinch, and so was his girlfriend too. They were both dressed as the Grinch. And I think her name is Sky Morales.
Oh,
something like that.
That's cute.
But yeah, they were both dressed as the Grinch, going around giving toys. Like
I think that concept is so funny.
I'll put a picture up on the screen so like everyone could like see, like, bro, look at this Grinch outfit.
He's
bro really looking like he about to steal Christmas.
I keep seeing those videos of like the parents dressing up as the Grinch.
Oh yeah.
And then like taking their own kids' like toys and
whatnot,
like, completely like pissing them off, scaring the shit out of them.
And then taking the mask off.
Sounds so funny. I don't know if they do because the videos like they leave, they completely leave. So
Nah, they got to, bro.
Dude, no. I feel like when I was watching those videos, I was thinking of myself as a parent. I would make it like a thing where I never reveal myself.
And then you beat the shit out of
you've
the
never
Grinch.
seen me and the Grinch in the same room.
Yeah. You could be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I beat the crap out of him.
Yeah,
dude.
so if my
Here's
kids
your
are
toys.
actually bad, it'd be like a funny way to mess with them.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then film it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make thousands.
Make
Billions
content.
of
well, I wouldn't even post it, but like, well, I mean, I don't know yet, but
You
but
probably
like,
Yeah.
could post
it'd be a fun little family archive.
Yo, I traumatize the fuck out of my children.
Yeah. Are you making a thumbnail?
I ruined Christmas for my children. Oh no. But
I say this year before Santa disappears for like the year in like the malls and all that,
Oh.
we should take excessive Santa picture.
Oh, I'm down. That'd be
Yeah,
fun. That'd
they
be
have
fun.
one at the
Wait in
mall.
line.
Yeah, I we should just go to the mall and meet up with Santa.
Biz, bleep
Take a-
this. Biz, bleep this out. John, I'm going to the mall today. I'll look for Santa.
He's there.
Is
He's
he there?
yeah, he's
Yeah,
there.
we found them at Bleep Bleep Mall. Bleep Bleep Mall. I love Bleep Bleep Mall.
It's my favorite mall.
I go to the mall all the time.
It's making it harder for Biz right now.
But anyways, yeah, did the toy drive, and then what was it during Thanksgiving? He also did like a turkey drive.
I saw that too.
He,
Yeah.
he donated like 1,500 turkeys.
Wow.
To like a bunch of families like in his hometown. He's also
Yeah.
giving out like gift cards and stuff like that. But yeah, I really fuck with that. Like when bigger artists finally start to like give back.
I'm
Yeah.
actually really surprised that more artists aren't doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I feel
There's
like
a lot of artists that do it still. Like I mean,
they
there's
just
even
don't like
a lot of-
publicize it.
Gunna tried like the day after he got out of jail. He was like, I'm gonna do $100,000 Walmart gift card giveaway, and then Walmart canceled it.
Oh,
Yeah. Like that just happened like a couple days ago. He
interesting.
was like,
Damn.
yeah, he was gonna like
Well,
be
if he
giving
still
out
wanted to
like
do it, he
huge
didn't-
gift cards, and they canceled it. I think because they were worried about fraud on the gift cards or something like that. I
Damn.
don't know. They didn't really specify. Like the company he was doing it with was like, yeah, we don't really have any answers, so go ask Walmart.
Oh.
And Walmart has not said anything publicly about it other than that they canceled it because they were worried that it was sus.
Oh,
That
that's
was
rough.
that was basically like the gist.
well, we'll start the new year off on a different note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think that's about all the time we have for today. So thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you like this video, comment on it, subscribe to our channel, and just keep an eye open for some upcoming work.
Yeah,
So-
we got stuff
Yeah,
coming out.
a lot
Hit
of
the
stuff.
bell. Hit the bell.
Hit the
Always
bell,
hit the bell.
of course.
You should have
Hit
already
that,
hit the
that
bell
like
by now.
button.
2023.
Comment your favorite Christmas song or your favorite holiday song if you made it this far in the video.
Yeah, hip hop
do.
or not hip hop, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Comment a flying saucer emoji.
That too. Well, thank you
And
guys for
also,
joining us.
Oh, I also want to say, guys, thank you for having me on today.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
welcome.
Oh, of course.
Thank you for
You're
being
always
here,
welcome on the Excessive Podcast, Johnny.
Yeah, no,
John, the mic cut out. We didn't hear any of the last part.
Well, on that note, make sure you guys check
Yeah.
out the next one.
Yeah, we see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.